Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope that everybody had a wonderful Christmas. I hope that everybody spent a really nice quality time with their families and their friends, and probably you still have a couple more days of vacation, which is good. I personally had a fantastic time with my son for a few days so far, so I gave him a break today and I came a little bit to work, and I guess I'm going to be working a little bit tomorrow. Then we have a visit to Chef Tars garage to work a little bit on his car because he needs a push, right? if I don't push him, it doesn't work. Oh no, well, he's really busy, guys. Anyways, so I'm back to the shop today and I have to relearn again what was I doing here because I totally forgot. I'm lost now, but we're gonna figure it out. So I guess we're gonna start from somewhere and we're gonna figure out what has to be done. Yeah, so I remember I added a little bit of body filler right here because we were working on this line underneath, right? And then here I sprayed a little bit of black spray as a guide coat so I can figure out what was going on there. And I guess it's dry now. We'll see. Let me see. Oh yeah, it's dry. So yeah, so we're gonna start by sanding this entire area and then we're gonna see what's gonna be next. Okay, with the lower section, I think we are done. So I sanded this area here where I had Bondo. I smoothened a little bit the line because it was too sharp and I didn't want it to be so defined, so I smoothened it a little bit and I think we are done now. The only thing is here, for some reason, this lip is a little bit too long compared to the other side, and that's factory. I haven't done anything there, but for some reason it is too long and I don't know why I didn't notice that before, so I think I'm gonna grind that. And also here I don't know why I didn't grind that, so I'm gonna have to figure out a way. A little bit late now, but I'm gonna have to grind this, and with this portion, the lower portion here, is gonna be done. This higher portion, wow, it's very bad. It's really bad. So you can see where I have the dark spots, and they are more than the light spots. So I guess I'm gonna have to apply a lot of Bondo there again and sand it one more time. And yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna just fill up the entire area with body filler and I'm gonna sand it down until I start reaching the bare metal again. Okay, I ground this lip. And I ground this little thingy here and I put some body filler so I can smoothen it because it wasn't very smooth. And I also noticed that here I haven't put body filler on this finisher piece and it was a little bit wavy, so I put body filler there and I'm gonna sand that a little bit later. And this entire thing here is filled up with body filler again, and hopefully this time is going to be high enough so I can make it nice and smooth. And while this is hardening, I think we're going to pull one of the doors and start work on the doors finally, because I think with the body we are almost done. I mean, yeah, except of this area here, everything else is done, unless we find something else, but I don't think so. Okay, I think we're going to start first with the inner part of the door, because here you remember we've done some repairs here and here, and this is going to be seen. I don't know if I'm going to leave it body color or if I'm going to wrap it, but even if I wrap it, if it's not smooth, it's going to show through the vinyl. And I think I'm gonna leave it the body color, so I want to make it nice and smooth. Here, if you remember, we've done a big repair, and it looks nice, to be honest. And here we have this cut underneath. Wow. Okay, we'll see if we can straighten this. I hate when I find things that I should have done a long time ago, you know. Anyway, so here we have to smoothen. So yeah, I'm gonna start sanding here first to see how what it looks like. Here my well needs to be ground down, and this area is all low. Okay, we have body filler here, and I put fiberglass here because I guess the fiberglass is a little bit more solid. When somebody slams the door, I don't want all the body filler to fall off, and that's why I put fiberglass here. And yeah, didn't have enough for everywhere. I still have to do a little bit here and a little bit over here. But yeah, so we're gonna let it cure, and we're gonna go back to the rear valance. Okay, I can't believe it took me more than an hour to sand all this, but I built it really high. So with up to here I was using 40 grit sandpaper, and now I started reaching bare metal here and there, and I'm gonna stop here, and from here I'm gonna go down with 80, but actually first I'm gonna put a skim coat of body filler, because there's some dings here and there that I have to fill, also the scratches from the 40. I'm gonna just use a really transparent, like a very thin layer of body filler, and then I'm gonna keep going down with 80, and we will see where we're gonna stop. I'm just gonna get rid of all the dust because it's a lot, and then we're gonna keep going. So this is done. So actually now I'm gonna sand this little thingy here and on the other side, and then we're gonna come back to this because it needs to cure, right? All right, I think that's almost perfect, with the only exception of this here. It's still a little bit low. So I'm gonna fill this up, and everything else is perfect. And also I have to find the holes for the license plate where they are. From inside I'm gonna drill them with the drill, and I have to clean up those holes there. I already did here. These are cleaned up. So I'm gonna clean all these there. And that's it. You know what I'm gonna do, guys? I'm gonna put a little bit of body filler here, and that's the last spot on the car, I believe, on the body itself. And I'm gonna put a little bit of body filler here, and I'm gonna go home. Enough for today, like I did about 4 or 5 hours. Yeah, I think I'm gonna come tomorrow, and that's gonna be the last time for this year, I guess. Tomorrow is 28th. Yeah, 29th I'm gonna be with Chef Tash. I don't know, maybe I'm gonna come again on 30th, but we'll see. For now I'm planning about tomorrow only, right? So I'll see you tomorrow. Alright guys, so it is the next day, and I have a little change of the plans here. Not change, but maybe improvement. Because last night I was talking to Chef Tash, and he gave me a good idea. He said that now that the body is done from the bodywork, of course I still have to do a little bit over there, which I'm gonna do right now, but he says since it's done already, why don't you just epoxy prime it to make sure that it is covered and it is not getting rusty. There's so much bare metal in some areas that I think he's right. That's a very good idea, because I don't know, I don't think that there's rust yet on it, but of course I'm gonna go around and I'll make sure that there's no rust, and I'm gonna sand if I have to. And of course there's some areas where I didn't do anything, so I have to go placed with Scotch-Brite in these areas, so I can roughen a little bit the surface and give it some tooth for the epoxy primer to grab. But yeah, so I have to hurry up. It is about 12:30. I need to hurry up because I need to finish this. I need to clean up the entire body. I need to drop it on something lower than this table because it's not easy. It's not going to be easy to paint it that high. Or actually, you know what? I'm going to keep it on this cart, and I have some benches that I can put on the side, and that's going to be easier. But yeah, I need to take the chassis away from there. I need to clean up the entire room so it's not dusty, and maybe put some water on the floor. And of course, I need to clean the body very well, inside and outside, make sure there's no dust in it, and wipe it, and etc. etc. So there's a few things that I need to prepare. Oh, and something else. I passed by the body supply store now to buy a high build primer, but unfortunately they're closed for the holidays. They're going to be open on 2nd of January. If I spray the epoxy today, on Wednesday they're going to be open. I'm going to buy it, and then on Thursday next week I'm going to spray the high build primer. So that's perfect because I'm going to still be in the 7-day window of the epoxy, and also the car is going to remain here masked and everything, so I don't need to do that twice. So yeah, that's a good idea. That's going to work well, I hope. As long as I manage to finish the epoxy today. Okay, this is ready now. So I'm going to go over the car everywhere, all the little lips now, and I'm going to hit them with Scotch-Brite. So I know some of them don't even need to be primed again, but I can't prevent the primer to go there, so I have to give them a little bit of a tooth. All right, I think we got rid of all the shiny surface, at least on the outside, but I'm not intending to spray inside, except of one area, which is over there in the cargo, where I had to hammer and dolly. Oh, and there's another area here that I'm forgetting, over there, where I welded a little bit, so I have to clean that up and sand it a little bit, and then I'm gonna have to spray epoxy inside too. But other than that, everywhere else it is nice and frosted. Probably that's not the right word, but I can't figure out a better word for that. Yeah, there's only two problems. That's one of them. I totally forgot to sand this wheel arch inside. I put Bondo at some point, I don't even remember when, and I forgot to sand it. And here, yesterday I fixed the other side, but this one, because I didn't change this finisher, I thought it would be okay, but actually it is wavy a little bit, so there's a dent here, a big dent here, and a few waves here, so I'm gonna put a little bit of Bondo there too, and I'm gonna sand this, and that's gonna be it. Alright, I think everything now is done. As far as I can see, I went all over the place. There were little things here and there that I missed. Like there was one here that I had to repair. Yeah, just a few little things I fixed. And now I think I'm ready to clean up the car. I'm gonna clean everything, inside, outside. Then I'm gonna take it out. I'm gonna clean up the place. And then I'm gonna bring it back and wipe it finally with solvent. Alright, the body is relatively clean, so we're gonna take it out now. We're going to clean up the room and we're going to bring it back. It is what, it is 2:30 already, so we don't have too much time, guys. Not that we have a time limit, but I don't want to spend the whole night here. So I hope by 5, 6 o'clock I'm gonna be out of here. Alright, so time to mask it, clean it, and we're gonna be ready for spraying finally. It's 3:30 now, oh actually 3:40 already, and finally I'm done with all the masking. There's a skirt around the entire body, so I don't spray the floor underneath because I want to keep it black. So no overspray is supposed to go there underneath. And yeah, it took me a while, but I figured it out. Last time I had troubles with the wheel wells, this time I figured it out how to do it properly. And inside I didn't bother too much because I'm not gonna spray the floor anyway, so just to protect the floor underneath again from overspray. And that's it. Right, time to start with the precision work. Okay, the primer is mixed with the hardener, the pressure is set on the gun, so now I'm just gonna quickly wipe the car with pack cloth, and then we're gonna be ready to start spraying. I just need to set up the pattern of the gun, but I'm gonna do that once it's filled up. Alright, it's time. Let's see what's gonna happen. Alright, coat number 1, 10 minutes, and we're gonna do coat number 2. But so far so good, I don't see any issues. I thought all my patches are gonna be seen through the primer, but even with one coat, they're already hidden. Well, I see some of them still, but I hope with the one more coat they're gonna disappear. I can see some here. Okay, let's give it 10 minutes. Okay, let's do the second coat. Okay, looks like I mixed just enough for 2 coats, so that was great, and I'm happy. I don't see any issues anywhere, which is good. Like you see, the light is perfectly straight over there, and I'm trying to see if somewhere I'm gonna get a thunderbolt instead of straight line, but actually I'm really happy. I don't see any issues anywhere. Actually, I saw one issue, and I hope the high build primer will cover that, or I might do a little bit of bodywork right here. I don't know if you see that. But anyways, we need to figure out how to fix this. But other than that, I'm really, really happy with everything. Okay, I'm going to move on the other side of the light. I don't know. You tell me if you see something somewhere, but I don't, and I'm happy. This is the fender that we changed the bottom of it, and I think we did a good job. Can't notice any signs of repair here. Wow, that's good. Let's see the rear valance on focus. It's funny because in real life this is pretty dark down there, but on camera it's light, but I don't see it. Actually, I don't see very well on the camera, so we'll see when we get home on the screen, but I'm happy. I'm real happy. Looks like my bodywork is not that bad after all. Alright, let me clean up the gun before it dries, and then we're gonna do the closure for this video. I think it looks amazing. It is a whole lot better than what I expected, so for my skills, for my beginner skills, I'm impressed. I'm impressed with myself. So yeah, so now we're gonna leave it as it is. It is December 28th today. So now the next visit to the shop is gonna be on January 3rd, after we buy the high build primer on January 2nd. It's Friday today, so next Thursday, which is 6 days from now, so still within the window, the 7-day window. Then we're gonna spray the high build. So the only thing I have to do before the high build is going to be the tack coat again, to get rid of all the dust that's going to collect over the 6 days here, even though nobody's going to work in the shop, so I guess it's not going to be so dusty. But yeah, we're going to clean it up with tack coat, and we're going to spray it with high build. Yeah, and we have just enough primer, just enough epoxy primer left over for the 2 doors and for the bonnet. Even though on the bonnet I don't expect to go too deep to bare metal, maybe only on the area where I repaired. Inside I'm not gonna go to bare metal at all, so it's gonna be only the bonnet and the 2 doors and the hatch. The hatch is not epoxy primed yet. That was 1 gallon. It was just enough for this car, for this little car. Can you imagine? I guess somebody more professional is gonna use half of that, but for me it wasn't that easy. So anyways guys, thanks for watching. I guess the next video is gonna be in the next year, 2019. So thanks for all your support over this last year, the 2018. I felt a lot of support from everybody. Like, I have some personal stuff going on, and I feel that there's so many people supporting me in that, and thank you guys for that. Thanks for everything. Thanks for being around. And I don't remember how many subscribers I had on December last year, but I think I was somewhere around 3,000 or 4,000. Now I have over 9,000, so thanks to all of you guys who subscribed and supported my channel in this way, because it is important for me, to be honest. It is important for me more and more people to subscribe and to like my videos, because I'm also relying on this as a little bit of income, so I can at least pay some of the expenses that I do around the cars. Also thanks so much to Jake, who is the owner of this place, and he's letting me do all this stuff here, because without this I wouldn't be able to do that as well, because if I can't afford renting a shop, so that's a big support also. Thank you so much, Jake. And yeah, thanks to everybody guys, thanks to everybody who is supporting me and who is with me over the couple of years since I started my channel, and the ones that are gonna come in 2019. Hopefully in 1 year I'm gonna be thanking to all the 100,000 subscribers that I have, so hopefully, yeah. And that also depends on you guys, because if you like my videos, if you like what I'm doing here, I would really appreciate if you spread the word around and share my videos and tell your friends to subscribe and stuff like that. Because yeah, like I said, I rely on a little bit on YouTube also to be able to pay my expenses here with the cars. So one more time, thanks for watching guys, and I wish you all the best in the new year, which is 2019. So hopefully the next year is gonna be much better for all of us, for you and for me as well. Because 2018 wasn't that good actually. It was the worst year in the last few decades in my life. Well, thanks for watching guys. See you in 2019.